kind of guy that would say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go someplace, huh, where I don't care. He's the kind of guy that you give you everything and trust your heart, share all of your love till death do you part. I wanna be what he wants when he wants it and whenever he needs it. And when he's lonesome and feeling love starved, I'll be there to feed it. I'm loving him a little bit for each day. Turns me right on when I hear him say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go somewhere. Oh, baby, can we? Why I don't care. Hey baby, let's get away, let's go somewhere. Oh, baby, can we? Why I don't care. I'll be what he wants when he wants it and whenever he needs it. And when he's lonesome and feeling love stopped, I'll be there to feed it. Loving him a little bit for each day. It turns me right on when I hear him say, hey baby, let's get away, let's go somewhere. Oh, baby, can we? Well, I don't care. Hey baby, let's get away, let's go somewhere. Oh, baby, can we? Well, I don't care. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. 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 Look at my heart thinking of you.
The truth been knocking, and now we're opening the damn door. This is a Hidden Truth collective reading. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Yeah, this is the next segment too. You never know what she gonna do. Welcome to Blended Heal. Welcome. I hope this message finds you well. Like I told you, when I pull cards, I don't call them just tarot or oracles or anything like that. To me, it unfolds as a story. So allow me to share the hidden truth with you all, because we here today, we're not going to play dumb about it. The energy has been well off. Now we're naming it. This isn't about no pick me up. This is a call out, a mirror, a gut check, a truth bomb wrapped in the words that you can't unhear once it hits. You've been feeling the change in your body, your inbox, and your spirit. People been moving funny. You've been second guessing your own peace. Same patterns, new faces. And the universe has been trying to show you, but now it's done whispering. These stories This is a collective message. But if it's hitting you, giving you them body blows, your throat, your memory, it's not a coincidence. It's a reveal. You're revealed. Every story in this reading is energy unpacked. No, none of that. Everything happens for a reason. No. The real is why you stuck, who's draining you, what needs to end, where have you been lying to yourself, and how to stop playing it real small while calling it healing. Yeah, for real, for real. And for some of us, it's going to sting real bad. And for some of y'all, it's going to set you free. All of it is going to expose something you already knew, but didn't want to face it. And this ain't no shade. It's clarity. It's what you say to yourself when there's nobody else around you to hear what you're saying. And the only thing that's talking is your intuition. You feel me? So if you're listening to this, congratulations. Your old timeline just expired. This is what happens when the soul gets tired of pretending. This is the moment you stop asking for signs and start acting like you are one. Welcome to this transmission. Just straight truth, the way the cards fall out. I'll be right back after this.
Late night visions, hearts in tune, every soul shining underneath the moon. No race, no rival, just love we know. COC moving in a sacred flow. Every breath, every touch, every sound lifts us higher when the love comes around. Slow, flow, clear. We let it guide us slow. COC together, that's how we grow. No fear, no pressure, just truth we show. Love is the rhythm in the flow. Soft words spoken.
Please like, share, and subscribe to all of the content creators underneath the COC umbrella. Their links will be in the chat. All right. The first reading. It's about the obsessive lover and the silent theft. I don't want you to get it twisted. Some people don't love you. They study you. They watch how you move, how your voice softens when you care, how you give without holding back. They don't show up to build. They show up to feed. This can involve a masculine. He didn't come in the wild. He was actually sweet, intentional. He made you feel like he saw you, like you were finally being understood in a way no one else ever had. And that feeling, that was the hook. It didn't take long to slip into it, right? The late night conversations and that deep eye contact, the kind of attention that makes you forget to ask questions. You thought it was fate. It was actually a setup. He mirrored your dreams. But behind all of that acting was one agenda: control. The kind that looks like just checking in. You know, that kind that makes you feel guilty for doing anything that doesn't center around him. The kind that flip flops when you push back and then flips again to apologize just enough to keep you near. You weren't in love, you were being conditioned. The highs were addictive and the lows kept you crawling back for resolution. But here's the thing: he wasn't loving you, he was draining you, and you knew it. Somewhere in your body you knew, but you didn't want to name it, because if you called it what it was, you would have to admit how far you have fallen. So you made excuses and covered for him, and then you called it him going through something rough, a phase. You held out for that version of him. It was the first time when you saw him in the beginning. That version never really existed. It was an illusion. Eventually, the mask slipped, and his attention turned real crazy towards you. The conversations dried up, and you weren't being held. You were being managed. He kept tabs on you, played the victim, gaslit you just enough to keep you confused. And when you finally started pulling away, poof, he vanished. No explanation, no closure, just gone like a thief. Because that's what he was. Not just of your time or your love, but of your light. But you got it back. Not at all one time, but in pieces, and in the different things that you did. And the realizations that hit when your phone became quiet and your peace was loud. You feel me? It was so different that silent feeling, you never realized how it was before. You remember who you were before him. And then you realize you never needed to be chosen. You needed to choose yourself. He didn't break you. He revealed what was still unhealed, and he exposed that part of you that thought love had to be earned, and you don't hate him. You don't hate him. That would be giving him too much. That would be giving him too much. You were just done. You ain't bitter. You're better. More sacred with your energy. And if he ever tries to circle back, trying to sip from the well that he once poisoned, he'll find the door closed. Not with any malice, but with mastery. Because the new you isn't playing that game anymore for anybody at all. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Let's move on to the next two cards. This is the hidden truth, just in case you didn't know. This is a collective message about the hidden truth, whether it's your hidden truth or the people that are around you or a person around you, all right? The next two cards that came out was uninterested and kissing ass. When you're doing the most for people who couldn't care less. This story is loud, man, right now. And it's coming with the heat. You've been giving, showing up, carrying conversations, holding emotional space, being the real one. But the truth, some of these people you keep pouring into are not interested, not malicious, just unavailable, emotionally, spiritually, energetically disconnected. And instead of falling back, you keep kissing ass. Trying to prove your worth to people who couldn't hold it, even if they tried. This ain't just a situationship, it's a pattern. You made it a habit to stay in places where your effort outweighed theirs by tenfold. When the energy is off, you keep adjusting instead of exiting. And you remember their birthdays, you double text, you support their dreams. But when it's your turn, crickets. Delayed replies, passive energy. And instead of backing off, you tried harder. Because deep down you still believe if you just do enough, they'll finally see your value. Let me tell you something. Your guardian angels calls that what it is, a wound, not a relationship, a cycle. You not being seen, you're being tolerated. And your soul is tired of the imbalance, the overgiving. You're not crazy for wanting depth in the situationship, but yeah, you're being called out for settling for crumbs and calling it loyalty. The truth is that they're not going to change. Not because you're not worth it, but because they never even had it themselves to hold somebody like you. You have grown that energy. You have grown the dynamics where it's being safe. Your presence is only valued when it's convenient. And the story is showing up for those who keep offering love to emotionally unavailable people. People who breadcrumb, ghost, love you in their own way, but never met you where you live. And what's even deeper than that, the shame. The way you beat yourself up for knowing better, for not leaving sooner, for being so self-aware, but still catching feelings, recognizing the red flags and still answering the damn phone. Guardian angels are telling you that shame isn't yours to hold on to, and point that there was never perfection to the point that was a recognition. And now you see it clearly. So here's the thing. This is where you can turn it around. Stop kissing ass. You stop checking in first. You stop twisting yourself around in some type of emotional acceptance. Stop translating your magic to people who only speak ego. Stop watering one-way connections and stop settling for being understood eventually by people who weren't even present. You're not bitter. You're done with the fake depth, with the one-sided loyalty, with the slower burning heartbreak of being almost loved but never truly chosen. You're ready to fall back, not out of spite, but for your own self-respect and preservation. Because when your energy isn't mutual, It's not sustainable. Period, point blank. Let them wonder why you went quiet. Let them scroll through why you got quiet. Turn and let them feel the absence of your energy they took for granted. You don't need revenge. What you need is some damn rest and boundaries and people who give without making you earn it. The hidden truth, you were never hard to love. They were just uninterested in doing the work. And now you're unavailable to anything that makes you question your worth. Welcome to your upgrade. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. The next two cards was Into You and Ignoring. This is the hidden truth when the vibe is real, but the effort ain't. The story feels good at first. Like once things were flowing, you click, you laugh, the energy is light, playful, magnetic, and there's a rhythm to it that doesn't feel like it's forced. The conversations hit, the chemistry was undeniable, and for a minute you let yourself think that maybe this is finally something that could go somewhere. But here's the hidden truth. Just because someone's into you doesn't mean that they're available to you. Just because the vibes are good doesn't mean the effort is going to be there either. And some of y'all are waking up to that the hard way. Because after that amazing date, that deep talk, and that flirty back and forth, what happens? The fade, the space, crickets, the sudden, they don't respond to you, the slow disappearance. Because why? They got the cookie, yo. They got the cookie. The hell they need to be around you for, yo? They got what they wanted. And the disappearing act, they don't even have the decency to even say anything to you or even be dramatic about it. They just ghosted. They just drifted away, quiet, like confused, inconsistent, like they're half in and half out, just enough to keep you wondering, but never enough to give you peace. That shit is maddening, man. It's crazy. Because the chemistry to you was real. The interest was there. You know that they felt it too. But now they're acting brand new, ignoring your energy, missing the cues, pulling back without explanation. So you start overanalyzing. Maybe they are busy. Maybe you came on too strong. Maybe you imagined the whole thing. And then you start changing yourself, adjusting yourself, and hoping if you play it just right. Hoping if you play it just right, they'll come back around. But here's what the council is laying down. Stop mistaking good energy for good intention. Stop holding space for people who only show up when it's convenient. Just because someone vibed with you doesn't mean that they're ready for you. Some people love the feeling of you, your light, your warmth, your depth, but they're not built to hold it. They're not ignoring you because you weren't enough. They're ignoring you because your energy exposed their capacity. It's not about rejection. It's about what resonates with them and you, and whether or not they can meet you where you actually are. Because you're not interested in being somebody's favorite vibe when they're bored or lonely. You want consistency, realness. And that requires more than chemistry. That requires character. So now you're left with the emotional hangover of something that almost was, and it sucks. Because there was no fight, no betrayal, just potential followed by silence. It makes closure feel impossible, but maybe the closure isn't in their behavior. Maybe the closure is in your decision not to chase something where confusion keeps showing up. You deserve someone who's not just into you, but invested in you. Someone who doesn't just enjoy your energy, but honors it. Someone who doesn't disappear when realness enters the door. You don't need to beg. You don't even need to prove. You don't even need to play it down. You just need the energy match. Not with spite, but with standards. Because here's the hidden truth. The connection was real, but it was never yours to carry alone. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I'll be right back after this. Before I hit this button, I want to explain something to you. Alicia Dion in her Soulwork studio does amazing work. I know because I watch it and I hear it and I've benefited from it. But let me share something with you that she produced for somebody, all right? All right. Like I said before, I'll be right back after this.
Hey, hold up. Y'all know what time it is. Cammy stepping in the building. Weekly recap, yeah, run that. She pull up like, what's good, fam? What's poppin'? Whole neighborhood know the queen stay locked in. Community the kingdom, she walking like she preach, giving game to the people like a West Coast teach. She, hey, hold up. Queen Cammy pulled up. Ghost Rider recap. Yeah. She slide through like, what's up, fam? Let's run this back. Tap in with the city, yeah, she keep the folks on track. Got that love in her stride, got that truth in her tone. Breaking down the headlines like she's sitting on a throne. Community queen and she built it with care. Community service in her blood, yeah, she always right there. And her kids, they her heart, yeah, they shine like gold. Unconditional love with a story that's bold. Go Cammy, go Cammy. Talk your truth, queen, don't panic. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Make them understand it. Ay, Queen Cammy in the spot, game tight, never sloppy. Timely recap, hitting hard, whole city stay watching. Hyphy with the truth and a West Coast lean. When she talk, when she walk, yeah, that's one real queen. Too short with the facts, C40 with the slang. She the plug for the wisdom, yeah, she do the whole thing. From the block to the boardroom, she bridging that gap. Got the soul of the bay with a mama bear strap. Music in her veins, live in big love. She a blessing to the city like it came from above. She uplift, she inspire, she protect her scene. That compassion hit different when it's coming from a queen. Shake some, bounce back. Cammy got the whole damn city intact. Run a recap, tell the truth.
This is where spirit speaks. And you finally listen.
Studio. I don't just drop beats, I move energy. From silence to soul, it's a symphony. Every note, every line carries intention. Soulwork studio, your heart's ascension. Hi-hats like whispers, 808s like pulse. I craft your vision, no need to convulse. From dreams to reality, I manifest. Every song I touch becomes your best. Soulwork, feel it in your chest. Every occasion, I give you my best. R&B track with energy aligned. Soulwork studio, your spirit of mine. Soulwork studio, your spirit of mine.
That's what I'm talking about. She's amazing at her craft. And every day she gets better and better and better at it. Make sure that you link up with Alicia Dion. She's available on IG as Soul Works. She's available on TikTok as Soul Works. And she's also available here on YouTube as Alicia Dion. So there's no excuse not to hit her up because she's the truth, for real. Okay, the next two cards. When these cards fell out, right, immediately it came to me as Sagittarius energy. It came out and said Sag energy to me. These two cards were running and travel. This is the hidden truth when movement becomes a mask for avoidance. This one's slick because it feels like growth, like freedom, like doing what's best for me. And on the surface, it looks like elevation. Booking flights, starting over, moving cities, switching jobs, trying new places, new people, new timelines. You call it fresh start. But the truth, for some, it's not growth, it's running. You're not just relocating, you're escaping. And this ain't no shade. It's not no shade. It's a reflection. The collective right now is filled with souls who keep moving and shifting and pivoting. Not because they're expanding, but because they're avoiding the one thing they can't leave behind: themselves. Everywhere you go, your unhealed shit follows you. The heartbreak you didn't process, the shame you didn't name, the conversations you never had. And you swore you left that in the last city. Still packed in your carry-on, waiting, because movement doesn't equal transformation. Travel doesn't equal healing. You can't fly far enough to outrun what's sitting in your whole body every night when everything starts to fade and the lights go off. You feeling me? Yeah. And yet, right, running feels easy. You can dress it up as a venture, call it an alignment, post it like liberation. But deep down, some of y'all are exhausted from outrunning your own reflection. You're chasing new hope, trying to fix the old. You're hoping a change of scenery will erase the inner storm. But the counsel is clear about this. No location can save you from the lessons you were meant to face. And at some point, right, the path is going to call you out on that. For you to stop moving and for you to feel. For you to stop packing bags and start unpacking the baggage. And maybe you're not booking flights. Maybe your running looks different. Maybe your running is into distractions, illusions, running into situationships, running into work, running into people who don't ask real questions, still running, still unavailable to your truth. This is a no harm, no foul, no judgment zone here. All I'm doing is holding up the mirror. Some of you have moved 10 times, switched circles, burned bridges, changed your name, looking for a routine, but you still ain't whole. Why? Because you haven't come home to yourself. You relocated, but you haven't grounded. You traveled far, but not deep. So here's the truth that you've been asking to face. It's not the location, it's the pattern. And the pattern won't break until you stop moving long enough to see it clearly. Until you sit with that discomfort and let it talk to you. Until you stop trying to be new and start trying to be honest. Healing isn't a plane ticket. It's a pause. It's a decision to turn inside of yourself instead of outward. You don't need another restart. You need a return to yourself, to be present and to be still, because the soul's not asking for more miles. They're asking for more meaning. And the most powerful journey that you'll ever take is the ones where you finally stop running. Ashe, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. The next two cards that fell out was Fishing for Comments and Carless, A Hidden Truth. When you're looking for validation while quietly breaking down, some of y'all been posting heavy, and not for expression but for response, for attention, dressed up like self-love, for that one person to finally notice, for the comments, the DMs, the "oh my God, you're glowing" replies that make it easy for you to ignore how disconnected you really feel. That's the fishing, that subtle thirst. And not even always romantic. Sometimes it's just needing to feel seen so you don't feel so stuck. And underneath all of that, you're not moving literally, energetically. Some of y'all are carless. No ride, no license, repossessions, breakdowns, engine light on both your dash and your damn spirit. Let's talk about it. You're trying to keep it cute online, but behind the scene, you feel stranded as hell. Life feels paused. Doors ain't opening. You can't go. You can't grow. You can't breathe under the weight of your own pressure. But yet you posting selfies with captions like God's timing while crying during getting Lyft rides or something else, hoping nobody sees the truth. This ain't shade. I'm holding up the mirror again. This is mirror work, because the council says this: you're not fake, you scared. Scared to admit things ain't cute right now. That if you drop the act, people will drop you. Scared that if you say, I'm okay, no one will respond. So you overcompensate. You glam up the parts you can control, the makeup, the angles, the captions. You keep fishing for affirmation to drown out the insecurity. But every time it fades, that same pain is going to come back stronger, because no amount of fire emojis is going to fix the way you feel stuck in a place while the world keeps moving on around you. Being carless isn't just about a vehicle, it's symbolic. You feel disempowered, like you lost the wheel, literally and spiritually. You want to move forward, but that means you are blocked. You want to be seen, but not really known, because if they knew what you were really carrying, would they still say you're glowing? All right, here's the truth. You allowed to be tired. You're allowed to not be okay. You're allowed to tell the truth about your struggle without even thinking that you're going to lose your self-worth. What? You see, the glow up means nothing if it costs you your authenticity. Stop performing for people who only respond when you're polished. Stop hiding your humanity to earn from the crowd. You want movement? You want peace? You want your power back? Stop trying to look like you arrived and give yourself permission to break without branding it. You feel me? The car might be gone, the money might be low, the comments might slow, but your value, your purpose, your light, unmoved, undrivable, and unbreakable. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You don't need to be seen to be sacred. You don't need a ride to be going somewhere. This is the breakdown before the breakthrough. And this is the stillness before the change. You're not stuck, you're recalibrating. And when your next season hits, when the keys are back in your hand and your peace pulls up with full gas and no noise, you'll remember that. The people who really mattered, they saw you when you weren't shining. And you don't need no caption. You need compassion, and let that truth land. You feeling me? All right. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. The next two cards that fell out was Jackpot and Talking Shit. This is the hidden truth. When winning makes people weird. Somebody in the collective just caught a good win. Could have been a lump sum, a check that they weren't expecting, a raise, a big break, inheritance, surprise deposit, a bag, manyan, a blessing, a level up. And for a minute, it feels like pure alignment, like the universe really came through, like all the times you held it down through struggle finally paid off. But then the change. The energy around you got weird. Old friends started moving funny. People you used to vent with stopped responding. You see, old friends started moving funny. People you used to vent with stopped responding, and your name started circling in group chats that you're not in. Because here's the hidden truth. Your wins don't always inspire people. Sometimes they expose them. And you weren't even flashy. You weren't even bragging. You were just existing differently, elevated, breathing easier, not chasing no crumbs anymore. And that, more than the money itself, started making people talk. Not out loud, not directly, but inside, giving you them side eyes. You know, and little passive, aggressive jabs and that cold energy, that shade dressed as concern. They're not mad you won. They're mad it wasn't them. They're mad that you're glowing without their approval and that you're no longer relatable to the version of you they were comfortable with. And that's the real. They were cool with your struggle, with you being humble, with you being almost. But now that you're walking in overflow, now that you finally receiving instead of just surviving, now they're uncomfortable. They start saying that you changed, that you different, that money got to your head, when really you just stopped playing it small around their asses. You stop making yourself, shit to protect. So you were protecting their ego. You know what I mean? And you didn't even know it. Because you stopped denying your blessings just to make sure that you fit in. Hell out of here. And deep down, right? I know that shit hurts. Because some of these people, you love them, man. You rooted for them. You would have spilt your last dollar. You would have split your last dollar for them. But now you're learning not everybody clapping for you is clapping from a good place. Some are clapping while calculating, watching while whispering, must be nice. They say like you didn't even earn every damn bit of it. But here's the thing. The council is coming through with this. Don't downplay your wins to protect the insecure. Don't hand the mic to people who only talk loud when your blessings make them feel broke on the inside. You don't owe nobody anything but your silence. Because just because your light exposed their shadows and your abundance is not arrogance. Your overflow is not offensive. And you're not required to dim to make anybody feel more comfortable and they lack. You feel me? Because let's not forget, you weren't always winning. You know what the bottom looks like. You remember the struggle. That's why this season, it hits different. Because it's not about the money. It's about finally feeling safe, stable, seen after years of grinding with nothing holding up for you to show for it. So if they talking, let them. You got blessings to tend to, paper to move, peace to protect, and a part of you that finally feels free. Don't chain them back up to stay likable. Let them gossip. You got deposits. Let them plot. You got purpose. Let them slip up. Because you got steps to climb. And not everybody's meant to eat at the table that you were starving at. Let that truth land. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Ashe, ashe.
She wrote it in the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen Kells with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to place, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, this ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow, yeah. She dropped the lemon balm in the brew. Talk to the leaves like they kinfolk too. From seed to sip, it's alignment work. Holistic hands, love laced in dirt. Queen Kells, that soul on the rise. She don't sell dreams, she real with the vibes. Got jars on the shelf like blessings in glass. Reminding your spirit to slow down fast. No rush, just rhythm. She the pause in the system. Where the world wanna numb, she say feel. That's the kind of magic that heals for real. In the rhythm of the trees. Talk sweet, pour, calm like teas. Queen Kells with the herbs that speak. She the balance when your soul feel weak. From plan to plate, she walk with grace. Tinctures that kiss you into place. This ain't a trend, it's ancient flow. She don't heal you, she helps you grow.
Please like, share, and subscribe to Queen Kells Holistic Royalty by Kells, my partner in wellness. You can reach out to her in regards to the different tinctures that are available in order to help you heal from the inside out. Her tinctures and her teas. Make sure that you reach out to her. You can find Kells on IG as Holistic Royalty by Kells. You can find Kells on TikTok, Holistic Royalty by Kells. You can hit her up on YouTube, Holistic Royalty by Kells. And another place you can find her is on ShamakaEssentials.com, the house of Holistic Royalty by Kells. Let's continue. The next two cards that come up is always partying and wasting time. This is the hidden truth. When you say turn to avoid turning inward. Some of you have been outside for way too long, not just socially, spiritually, emotionally, energetically. Every weekend is booked and busy. The fit's laid out, the camera's charged, the vibes are cued. You moving, but you're not going anywhere. The group chats stay lit. The memes start flying. The drinks keep pouring. And the story you keep telling yourself, I deserve this. I'm just having fun. I'm living my life. But the hidden truth, you're not living. You're lingering. You're passing time instead of building a life. You're numbing instead of healing. You're drowning out of the discomfort of being stuck by staying constantly stimulated. Because silence scares you. Slowing down makes you feel like you have to confront what you've been avoiding, the choices you haven't made, the discipline you've been dodging, the potential you keep parking, and that coin you keep accidentally missing. You say it's just fun, but deep down, you know, you wasting time. Every weekend looks the same. Every connection is shallow. Every night ends with that moment where you're tipsy and scrolling and wondering, is this really it? Because you don't say that out loud because you're the fun one, right? The social one, the social butterfly, the one who keeps the vibe and the party going. But when the lights go down and the music stops, you still stuck in the same damn place. There's no shame in needing escape, needing joy. But when the party becomes your personality, when the turn up becomes your default mechanism, you've officially left the driver's seat of your own life. And let's keep it a buck. You're not growing, you're buffering. That circle, like you see when you're watching content. You coasting on charisma. You're using energy to avoid elevation. And the real chuckle, the people you party with now, most of them won't even be around when you decide to get serious. They're going to start calling you boring or that you switched up. And you feel some type of way about your glow up. They feel it because your discipline exposes their delay. So now what? The council says start choosing your future over your feelings and start honoring your time like it's currency because it is. Start saying no. Not because you're better than the party, but because you're better to yourself now. Because if you keep wasting time, the time will start wasting you. The people who live for the weekend often forget to build a life worth living through the week. The ones always down for whatever are usually drifting with nothing. And the old you that's trying to break through, she's suffocating in the noise. You don't need to disappear. You just need discipline. You don't have to isolate yourself. You just need to initiate. And you damn sure don't need another event. You need to change because the truth is, your purpose has been calling you, but you had it on do not disturb. It's time to answer. Even if that means staying home, getting uncomfortable, looking at your life without the party lights on. You're not behind. You're being asked to lead. Ashe, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And the last two cards is happiness hater and groupie. The hidden truth, when they're close to you, but not rooting for you. This is for the people who smile when you win. but they get a little uptight when you shine too hard. The ones who show up, hype you up, repost you, but deep down, they're not inspired, they're triggered. They're close, but they're not real. They're around, but they're not solid. They're in the room with you, but only to make sure that they're not getting left behind. You know the type, man. Stop playing with it. The happiness hater. They're subtle, they're passive, they hide behind soft support and low-key competition. They act like they're clapping for you, but every move that you make reminds them of what they haven't done yet. Every win you post touches something in them they haven't healed. And instead of using it as fuel, they turn it into projection. Suddenly, your joy is way over the top. Your consistency is doing the most. Your glow up is a phase. Your peace, fake positive energy. And now they're making comments like, must be nice, or you changed, as if you worked this hard just to stay the same. Now enter that groupie energy. They're around you real hot and heavy, liking, commenting, sharing, always in a mix, always wanting a seat at your table. But that's not love. It's proximity. They're not here to support you. They're here to access, to associate, to keep tabs, to get close enough to feel connected, but not close enough to be accountable. You start noticing how your language shows up in their captions, your storylines in their posts, how you move, your aesthetics is mirrored, but not credited. They'll never copy you fully, just enough to feel like they're a part of it. It's all good until you set a boundary. That's when changes in the bullshit hits. Suddenly, you acting funny. You're too good. Then you've got full-blown commentary on your spiritual evolution, like they're a licensed expert in your journey. But here's the real truth. They were never clapping for you. They were clapping for that part of you of being near you. And the moment that your growth started highlighting their stagnant behavior, game over. Now they're watching silently. Now they're muting your posts. Now they're keeping tabs but pretending they're not impressed. Let them. You see, the council says stop feeding people who only show up when they're hungry for what you have. Stop making your happiness less important to make other people comfortable who haven't met theirs yet. Stop calling groupies friends just because they are orbiting your glow. You don't need to explain your joy. You don't need to apologize for your evolution. You damn sure don't need to keep people in your life just because they've been there a long time. Because a time doesn't equal alignment. Proximity doesn't equal loyalty. And a front row seat doesn't mean that they're a part of the show. Let people feel how they feel, please. You're allowed to be happy, to grow fast, to outshine the different parts of you that you outgrow. Because you evolve. And there's no need for you to be bitter about it either. You don't need to retaliate. Don't even call it out. Just keep winning. Keep glowing. Keep being the proof. Because your light is not the problem. Their lack of self-awareness is. Ashe, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I'm about to let you get on up out of here. I done held you hostage long enough, right? All right. As we close the gate on today's messages, I am so humble in gratitude to the divine and the council for allowing me to decrease as you increase, to deliver, and you let me to be the one that you deliver the message to, the people. I appreciate that. Please rest. And anything that is not of you, please take it with you. Ashe and deep bow. Okay, so the hidden truth, that collective reading ends here. You made it through. Not everybody does. Most people tap out after the first mirror. They feel that sting, then they scroll a little bit more. They hear the message, then go right back to what's breaking them. But not you. If you made it here, it means something clicked. You've been carrying way too much, ignoring way too much, letting old stories write your new life, letting fear call itself loyalty, letting almost connections waste your time and water down your light. But these stories, this wasn't tea, they were the truth. Not just about them, but about you. Where you've outgrown, where you betrayed your own peace. Where the glow up is waiting, but only if you stop running. You saw the obsessive lover, the thief, the fake friend, the version of you that's tired of partying to avoid the silence. And you saw the way some people clap while praying for your fall. The guilt that you carry when you level up. You saw the need for clarity, control, validation, escape. You saw your patterns. Now it's time to see your power. The truth ain't always pretty, but it's free. It cleans house. It makes room for peace, purpose, and people who actually get it. So here's the last message. Don't just absorb these stories. Close the ones no longer deserve a sequel. Don't keep calling it divine timing when you're scared to let go. And don't keep asking for signs when the truth is already in your hands. Let this be the season you stop spiritualizing cycles that you should have walked away from months ago. Let this be the chapter where you stop waiting for the apology and give yourself the closure. Give yourself grace. Let this be the last time that you start acting. Stop acting and start becoming. Respond to this reading that you just got today. If it was meant for you, whatever parts resonated with you. And this is the end of the hidden truths. But if you're real about it, it's the beginning of your rebirth. So act accordingly. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Be well, stay safe, Ashe, and deep bow to each and every one of you. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for the morning meditation. All right? Make sure that you bring your water bottle, because I'm not going to keep saying it every day. Make sure that you have your water bottle and that you find yourself a space where you're uninterrupted for at least 15 to 20 minutes. All right? All right. Peace.
Spirit don't move on a schedule. She listens first, then she speaks. You never know with her. You never know with her. She don't rehearse, she receive. One working cut up and free. Yeah, you never know with her. She quiet, the spirits they go. Then she'll start taking control. You never know with her. She don't explain what she knows. She just delivers the message and goes. She don't clock in, she tapped in. Episode change with the breath she breathing. Some days it's comfort, some days it's mirror, some days it's love, some days it's clearer. She don't perform, she channel. Say less, but her presence is mantle. Ego get nervous, mask get tight, cause true walk heavy when it into the light. She'll laugh with you, then pause mid-sentence. Say one thing that hit your chest like a sentence. Didn't plan it, didn't write it down. Spirit said now, so now it's sound. She don't know what's coming either, till it land on her tongue. She a vessel, not a script, that's why everywhere you run. You never know with her. She might soothe you or stir you away. Say the thing you scared to say. You never know with her. She trusts what move through her hands. Not everybody don't understand. You never know with her. She don't predict, she obey. That's why every word feel brave. You never know with her. One episode tears, next one fire. One moment prayer, next one quiet. She let spirit drive the wheel. That's why it always feels so real. She don't promise easy healing, she promise honest release. If you sit or stay too long, you might have to meet your peak. She don't want you what's ahead, cause spirit don't ask permission. If you click play, you already chose to receive the transmission. She not random, she responsive. She move when I send a call. Every word kind divine.